and we'll chant 108 names. Om Ajaya Namah, Om Avyayaya Namah, Om Avinashine Namah, Om Achintyaya Namah, Om Aprameyaya Namah, Om Om Aniketaya Namah, Om Anushasana Priyaya Namah, Om Antasakshine Namah, Om Antaryamine Namah, Om Anandaya Namah, Om Atmaswarupaya Namah, Om Anglavasha Viduttamaya Namah, Om Ishwaraya Namah, Om Udarahridayaya Namah, Om Utsahavardhakaya Namah, Om Ekasmai Namah, Om Omkaramide Namah, Om Karunasagaraya Namah, Om Karmaparayana Namah, Om Kalatitaya Namah, Om Kaivalya Swarupaya Namah, Om Kritatmane Namah, Om Kritakrityaya Namah, Om Gita Jnanayajna Pracharakaya Namah, Om Gurave Namah, Om Gunatitaya Namah, Om Grantakrite Namah, Om Chinmayaya Namah, Om Chinna Samshayaya Namah, Om Jagadatmane Namah, Om Jagat Sakshine Namah, Om Janapriyaya Namah, Om Jitendriyaya Namah, Om Jiva Brahmaikya Vide Namah, Om Jivan Muktaya Namah, Om Jirna Mandirodharakaya Namah, Om Tapovana Shishyaya Namah, Om Tapasvine Namah, Om Tapanashanaya Namah, Om Tirthaswarupaya Namah, Om Tejasvine Namah, Om Dehatitaya Namah, Om Dvandvatitaya Namah, Om Dridhanishchayaya Namah, Om Dharma Samstapakaya Namah, Om Dhimate Namah, Om Dhiraya Namah, Om Dairyapradaya Namah, Om Narayanaya Namah, Om Nijanandaya Namah, Om Nirapekshaya Namah, Om Nisprahaya Namah, Om Nirupamaya Namah, Om Nirvikalpaya Namah, Om Nityaya Namah, Om Niranjanaya Namah, Om Paramaya Namah, Om Parabrahmane Namah, Om Pavanaya Namah, Om Pavakaya Namah, Om Purushottamaya Namah, Om Prasanna-aatmane Namah, Om Phalasakti-rahitaya Namah, Om Bahubhaktaya Namah, Om Bandhamochakaya Namah, Om Brahmanishtaya Namah, Om Brahmaparaya Namah, Om Vayanashanaya Namah, Om Bharata Gauravaya Namah, Om Bhumne Namah, Om Mahavakyopadeshakaya Namah, Om Mahashraye Namah, Om Madhurasvabhavaya Namah, Om Manoharaya Namah, Om Mahatmane Namah, Om Medhavine प्रसिद्धाय नमः ॐ वाग्मिने नमः ॐ विभवे नमः ॐ विनोदप्रियाय नमः ॐ विनयशीलाय नमः ॐ वीतरागाय नमः ॐ वेदान्तवेद्याय नमः ॐ शान्ताय नमः ॐ शान्तिप्रदाय नमः ॐ शास्त्रोद्धारकाय नमः ॐ शुद्धसत्त्वाय नमः ॐ श्रुतिपारगाय नमः ॐ श्रोत्रियाय नमः ॐ सन्न्यासिने नमः ॐ समबुद्धये नमः ॐ सच्चिदानन्दाय नमः ॐ सर्वहितचिन्तकाय नमः ॐ सत्यसङ्कल्पाय नमः ॐ सन्तुष्टाय नमः ॐ साधवे नमः ॐ सुमनसे नमः ॐ सुहृदे नमः ॐ स्वयं ज्योतिषे नमः ॐ स्थितप्रज्ञाय नमः ॐ क्षमाशीलाय नमः ॐ ज्ञानमूर्तये नमः ॐ ज्ञानयोगिने नमः ॐ ज्ञानतृप्ताय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ नित्यशुद्धबुद्धमुक्तस्वरूपाय नमः ॐ श्रीचिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः ॐ श्रीचिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः. First of all, thanks to the host for hosting and all of you who have come to be part of this satsang. We have chanted the 108 names of Pujya Gurudev, and we have completed up to 62 as of yesterday. We are going to see the 63rd name that is there in the plaque here, Prasanna-aatmane Namah. This year we have taken up this project of speaking on the 108 names of Gurudev. Will be concluded by first week of June, and that is an offering to Gurudev's memory on the year when we commemorate 25th anniversary of his Mahasamadhi. That is after he left his body in San Diego in the year 1993. So why we have so many names? We don't have that many names. Name is given to a Mahatma not because one name is not sufficient for him. It is to explain or to understand the various virtues that makes a saint. A saint is not born, a saint is made. Everyone is born as human only. Every saint was a human. Every saint who will be born in the future also going to be only human being. When Lord takes up his abode as human, that is called avatar. The very word avatar means avatarati. Tarati means to cross, coming down. So avatar is coming down to the human level. Whereas a person who is a human being, who can emulate the qualities of the Lord and uplift oneself to that level, that is called uddharati. Avatarati, uddharati. Avataranam, uddharanam. What you wear is uttariya. That is going up. So, a saint is one who has consciously developed the virtues and the knowledge about the Lord and thereby able to uplift oneself to that quality. then such an individual is called a Mahatma. A person who has gained the nature of the Lord himself. And as much as we have 108 names or 1008 names, like morning also we chanted 1008 names of Lord Shiva. So the virtues that are attributed to a saint is equal to, akin to the virtues of the Lord. So that is the reason why the devotees and disciples, they do offer their flowers or their respects and prayers, and keep it open so that nobody will ring the bell. Keep it little open so that the disciples and devotees can remember, even after he physically has passed away, remember the greatness of a Mahatma. Now there are many names: Ajaya Namaha, Avyaya Namaha, Vinashnaya, Chintyaya Namaha, Prameya, and so many names. But this particular name is very, very beautiful because it is very close to our idea of prasad. I'm sitting next to it. Okay. So some of you are still eyeing on what is closely kept in, covered, and then they are all still wondering. This, of course, is open, you can see it. But what could be that? So why do you offer prasad, first of all? What is prasad? Let us look at that. Anybody has a name prasad here? Anybody? Nobody? Okay. The very word prasada, in Sanskrit, every name, every word has got a root word. From there, only it starts, it stems forth from there. The word coming from the Sanskrit root called sad, S-A-D, not sad. Sad, sad, sidati. Sidati means sits. Sad means to stay or sit. Sidati, stays. And one who has seated is called sanna. And where he is sitting is called asana. Asidati. Where you sit for quite some time is called asana. When you are sitting in your own mind, it is called prasanna. When you are depressed, it is called nishanna. Nishada, Arjuna, Vishada, you know. Vishanna means one who was disturbed. Prasada means one who is quiet. So prasada buddhi, a quiet mind, a mind that is prasada, is called prasanna. A mind that has become placid, quiet, calm, serene, still. So what is the idea of offering anything to the Lord? See, after all, it is cooked or bought from the store, whatever. While thus cooking, where is your mind? Karna hai, kya kare, karna hai. If that is the way you are doing the work of offering, then it is not going to be prasad. It will be a pressure. So today, in another satsang, I was talking about that. So a person, let us say a man or a woman, if one has married, so a husband, for example, is married, so he says, this is my wife. And when you go to your workplace, you are assigned a job, whatever be it. Let us say that you are a director or a controller, a manager, whatever. A staff supervisor, whatever be that. Stay in one place. Don't move around too much. There is already a lot of movement there. People should not come late. Gurudev never liked it because it disturbed the attention. Especially I am watching it. You are all not watching. Close it and say, don't come, then go to the sides. Come from the side somewhere. So when you are given a job, let us say that you are a manager or a controller, whatever it is, it's assigned. Correct? You are supposed to be responsible for these things. And that is an assignment of a work. And therefore, an assigned work is called duty. Ask them to come from behind. Put a note there. He wants to be outside. Assigned work is called duty. Assigned, that is given a duty now. Assigned, go out there. Assigned work. But whereas, please, pay attention. Being a husband or being a wife or being a parent, mother or father, is it an assigned duty? Is it an assigned duty? Many people come and ask me, Swamiji, what is my duty as a wife? That's the first question itself is wrong. You are not assigned a duty. You have assumed responsibility. Isn't it somebody said, therefore, hereafter you serve or you work as a husband. You work as a wife. Your assigned duty is a mother. Then it's not a mother, it's a nanny. So, when we talk about duty, it is assigned, asked you to do so. Whereas being a husband or being a wife, being a mother or being a father, being a parent, is not a duty. It is assumed responsibility, and therefore, it is a seva. What is that sound I am getting there?
The alarm.
All sort of things. I am only getting it. Ishwarasya dasoham na paresham katachana. Ishwarasya dasoham na paresham katachana. Etat madihi vimuchyate kamana karma bandhanat. Ishwarasya daso. So only when you realize that I have assumed a responsibility, it is not assigned to me, and therefore it is not a duty, it is seva. A servant is a servant only when he is paid. Many people come and ask me, Swamiji, what is my duty when in Rameshwaram? If you think it's a duty, then I have to pay you. You see what needs to be done and do it. Don't worry about anything else. And that is a seva. Ishwarasya dasoham na paresham kadachana. Now I am not serving anybody else. I told into the crowd, you as a husband, you as a wife, you as a parent or mother or father, you are not doing your work for your husband or wife or children. You are doing to him. Therefore, when you are doing it to the Lord, you expect nothing in return. You should not expect anything in return. If it is a duty, you have to be paid. You will be paid, right? A servant is doing his duty. Then he has to be paid. But if you are doing it for the Lord, Ishwarasya dasoham na paresham kadachana. I am not anybody else's servant, only his. Ityesha madihi. This very understanding will vimuchyate, will release you kamana karma bandhanat with all other bondages. So, when I am doing, let us say this food is being prepared, while preparing, you are not doing it for the people. You are doing it for the Lord, for the Guru. Then, when you have offered and the Lord or the Guru has blessed it, becomes prasad. Otherwise, it's only food. When does food become a prasad? When does the song becomes a bhajan? When does the word become a prayer? When does the action become a ritual? When does quietening the mind becomes meditation? Only when it is touched by the Lord. So prasada, the very word, means where the Lord's grace is already prevailing on. Whether it is a physical food that you are offering, or even a prayer that you are offering, or a word that you are uttering, a namaskar that you are doing. All of them, when it is touched by the Lord alone, it becomes prasad. Bhagavan Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Prasade sarva dukkhanam hanihe asya upajayate prasanna-chetaso hi yashu buddhi paryavatishtate. In the prasad buddhi, in that offering to the Lord with the total servitude, total surrender, Sarva dukkhanam hanihi. All then sorrows will get off. You will get rid of. Asya upajayate. Only a prasanna chetas, only a mind which has become placid, quiet, tranquil. Buddhihi, such a person's mind, intellect, pari avatishtade, becomes sharp. And so, we have two equipments called the mind and the intellect. Mind is the one which is having all sort of agitations and prejudices. Only that is quiet, intellects become sharp. Now what happens is when you send children to school and they go on reading many things, they get informed, not inspired. Information they get a lot, but they cannot catch that information when they need it. They need a computer for that. Isn't that true? They have a lot of information. One boy was with his mother in an attic. They were searching for something, and suddenly the boy found a small box. Mom, what is this? So mom opened that box and said, this is called typewriter. What does it do? I'll show you. She put the paper, rolled it around. Wow! He saw the printing there on the paper. Where is the battery for this? So there's no battery. How about electric power? No electric power. New invention! Wow! I never knew such a thing can exist. It's a new thing. And then today's world. All gadgets. I mean, earlier times, these singers also, our Carnatic singers, etc., they come and everything is memorized. Now they want iPad also. They also have iPad and then they can't remember things nowadays. Anyway. So where the mind has become quiet and peaceful, only such a mind can invoke the sharpness of the intellect. Otherwise, intellect will be informed but not sharp. It would not have the ability to penetrate through the knowledge and go to the other extent. It's like a sharpening of a knife. Unless the knife is sharpened, you cannot use it for cutting. You can threaten people. It won't be used for cutting. In the same way, people may be admiring amount of knowledge that you have, but personally there will be no use. Prasanna chetaso hyashu buddhi paryavatishtate. Very beautifully Krishna puts there. Only a prasanna manaha, a mind which has become quiet and serene. Buddhihi, such a person's buddhihi, paryavatishtate. It establishes. And very clearly further he says, na asti buddhi ayuktasya, na cha yuktasya bhavana, abhavayada shantihi, ashantasya kutas sukham. The logic of thinking is, if an intellect is not sharp, with the mind quiet, an individual cannot meditate. Nasti buddhi rayuktasya, na cha yuktasya bhavana. Gurudev often mentioned that the coming together of the beauty of the mind and the sharpness of the intellect, coming together is called reverence. When you are convinced about a knowledge, you understand. When you have a feeling for the Lord, you have a bhava, emotion. This emotion of love and the understanding of the intellect, when they come together, a new virtue comes in you. That is called reverence. Only with that reverence you should enter the altar of meditation. Where yuktaha. Yuktaha means a man's mind and intellect. The heart and the head, both of them have come together. Such a person alone is ready for meditation. Abhavayataha kutashantihi. If a person cannot bring the head and heart together in the seat of meditation, where can there be peace? Ashantasya kutas sukham. If a person is not peace, where is joy for him really? So here we see that a Mahatma, a great person, is one who has thus brought both the mind and the intellect The mind quiet, the intellect sharp. There are people who may be able to make the mind quiet. You can also do. Every day you are doing at the time of sleep, is it not? Every day. Some of the, now also, some of them are. You can make the mind quiet by just going to sleep. But is that intellect sharp there then? Is the intellect alert? No. If the intellect is alert, you will not be sleeping then. Mind is quiet, intellect is alert. That means you are awake, but not to the world. That is the nature of meditation. Whereas some people may be intellectually alert, mind is agitated. There are people who are very, very alert in their intellect, but the mind is also all over the place. Their efficiency also goes down in the process. They know what to do, but they can't do it. Mind is not available, mind is not cooperating. Then what you do? So where the intellect is sharp and the mind is quiet, that state of mind is called prasanna, quiet. And such an individual, when he does with the love for the Lord, offering everything, then every action is prasada. Brahma bhuta prasanna-atmane na shochati na kankshati. Towards the end of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna points out again, a person who has thus gained the glimpse of Brahman, Brahma bhuta prasanna-atmane, that's the name, Prasanna-aatmane Namah. Who is a Prasanna-atma? See, the nature of the Lord is bliss, joyful. Have you seen any of the gods in Hinduism crying? Bhagavan. Have you seen? At least in Hinduism you won't find that. He is not unhappy. He is not angry. It is not sorrowful. Blissful, joyful. That is the nature of the Lord. So, who is a Prasanna-atman? One, you don't say in English, pleasant face. What is pleasant face? Prasanna-atman. That's what it means. The joy within is expressing outside. You see a small child giggling and laughing and going around. You feel like going and hugging that child. Why? The joy is what is attracting you, is it not? A beautiful flower, real flower, blossomed. And that will attract your attention. Why? It is just expressing its joy. A dancer on the stage expressing the beauty of Krishna, and she shows that, it attracts your attention. A person who's sitting all the time, you feel like going away from that person and going that side. Why? Because you don't want to be a part of that sorrow. Is it not when somebody whom you see smile, you are welcome? Whether it's an artificial smile or the real smile, that's a different thing. See, if you are going into to check in the airport, and then that person in the bag, the counter also smiles, but that is not, that's a business smile. Yeah? She has to smile. What to say? How are you today? Where are you flying to? One person went to the airport check-in and he had 3 bags. So where are you going today? I am going to Seattle, but one bag has to go to LA, second bag has to go to Chicago, third one goes to New York. Sir, we don't do that. Where you are going, Seattle, the bags also go there only. It cannot go to New York, Chicago and then LA. Cannot go. Last time you did that. Anyway, so the person behind the counter, she smiles, no doubt. That's a business smile. But let us say that you have checked in and then you come around, and then when you are about to sit and there is a young boy sitting in the chair with her mother or maybe in the lap of the mother, and he smiles at you. Then immediately you pay attention, right? That's not a business smile. It's an innocent, blemishless, with no expectation from you. It's just smile. That smile will attract you, not the other one. Lipstick lagaake, Oh no, this also extra one they put here. That's not. That's artificial. So, Brahma Bhuta Prasanna-atmane. The nature of the Lord is blissful, and a person who has realized the nature of the Lord naturally, spontaneously happy. We as Swamis are supposed to be like that. That's why Ishwara Anand, Tejomaya Anand. We are not Ishwara Dukhi, Tejomaya Dukhi, Chinmaya Dukhi. It's not that Dukhi. Dukkha or Sukha? No, Anand. That's beyond Sukha and Dukkha. That's why na shochati, na kankshati. He neither sorrows or grieves, nor he seeks anything. Na kankshati. Kanksha means to seek. Na kankshati, na shochati. Samas sarveshu bhuteshu. He is always same in all of them. Bhagavan Krishna says beautifully, Brahma Bhuta Prasanna-atmane na shochati na kankshati samas sarveshu bhuteshu madbhaktim labate param. Then he gets my devotion. Such an interesting thing. Bhakti milta hai mukti ke baad. पहले जो है वो साधना होता है, वो तो भक्ति उसकी मुक्ति के बाद मिलता है, वो है मुक्ति का फल. It's a result of mukti. It's a result of moksha. It's a result of freedom. So he says there beautifully that samas sarveshu bhuteshu, such a person, he is saying himself in all of them equally, madbhaktim labate param. My param bhaktim labate. He then gains the highest devotion to me. Bhagavan also doesn't want a crying face. Bhagavan, bhakti devo. Nahi devo. Look at your face. Have you ever seen your face in the mirror? Bhakti chahiye. Pehle batao. Pehle you mukta ho jao. Become free from your own self-created entanglement. Then come to me. You know, the people in the name of bhakti go on crying. I understand. I don't know how. Why should they? I had one student when I was teaching, and they have this in the Orissa literature. There is, what is it, Jayadev, right? All his songs are only crying. Bhagavan ye nahi diya aapne, wo nahi diya, aap darshan nahi de raha hai, kyun nahi de raha hai, main to, all sort of things. You are not giving. And what happens is that person who used to sing this, he's from Orissa. When he starts, everybody says, oh my God. And he will show such a sorrowful face, crying. We don't understand, first of all, it's in Orissa. So, Odia language. So, Odisha language. So, he will cry. And so, therefore, when he got graduated and Guruji asked me, what name you want to give him? I said, Santosh Chaitanya. Arey, but at least name ka naam, dusko de do na, Santosh. Na shochati na kankshati samam samas sarveshu bhuteshu mad bhaktim labate param. Then he gains the greatest devotion, param bhakti. So that devotion is not anymore seeking or demanding devotion. Not temple going devotion, not arti showing devotion, not flower throwing devotion. It is not fasting and feasting devotion. The devotion where the joy of the Lord has become his joy. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. Then next he completes that saying, through that devotion he knows me exactly. Yavan yaschascha tatpataha. Who am I? What am I? He will come to know exactly. Tatvado mam nyatva, having understood me exactly where I am, what I am. Such an individual, he is the best. So Prasanna-atmane means a person who has gained prasada buddhi. See, why, now coming to why we are not like that? Why we do not consider all that we do is a seva to the Lord. Why we are not able to do that? Why we think everything is a duty to be accomplished, to be done? Like we drag from one situation to another. Any work is given, karna hai kya? Karna hai. Why we drag? Why we are unhappy with our work? The only thing is we don't consider ourselves as Ishwarasya Dasa. We don't consider ourselves as the Bhagavan's Dasa. Everybody wants to be a boss, not a das. First to become das, then you will become boss. A dasa is one who has been serving out of gratitude. We have already received so much from the Lord, and we cannot give back to Him lives to come also. Do you think you being a human being is your effort? Is it your choice? Do you think so? You look at all other living species. You could have been a crocodile, a dog, or a cockroach. Why are you human? Grace. It's Bhagavan's grace that we are human. That's why we are able to even think. Think about all other millions of different species you could have been. What you would be doing? Living in the darkness. Eating whatever is a dirt thing that is there. Depending upon others. Cannot take a decision. Cannot go to school. Cannot play basketball. Think about it. How much that we have taken it for granted. But even this very, given such a chance itself is the grace of the Lord. Once we realize that, then we know all that I need to do is continuously, morning till evening, do only one thing. Show your gratitude to the Lord. And best way to show your gratitude to the Lord is Prasanna. Take everything as a prasad. When this prasad is distributed, let us say the other person next to you gets more than what you get. Swamiji is very discriminating. Don't you compare. What you get is what you deserve. If you want more, deserve more. In our life, we don't work hard to get what we want. We compare others. Compare with why he is getting and not them getting. You work hard. You take a responsibility and do that. And definitely, in this world, one thing is very clear. You don't get what you want. Not what you wish, but what you work for. Is it not? Tell your children clearly, you sit at home, do nothing, you will get nothing. So working also should be done with a graceful mind, because even if you work hard, you may not get what you want. It depends upon what you have done in the past as well. Not every time anybody works hard will get what one wants also. That is also not assured. But that may be a better option than not doing anything. So thus an individual, you see around also people who might not have worked as hard as you are, but they have got better than you. And you may work hard, you definitely will less. So you can never say that God is discriminating. No, He is not. He is not at all. Samas sarveshu bhuteshu. He is the same. Samoham sarva bhuteshu name dvesho sena priya. I do not have anybody favoring to me or far away from me. So therefore, never ever, even in the case of your children, compare one with another. They don't like it. You are not like her. Then they don't like, first of all, you and the other person also, whom you are comparing. Why are you comparing? No, just look at the finger. Is there anything equal to another? No finger is the same. But are they not useful? Think about life without this. Think about it. think about this. Without that, can you write? How about mouse? So we take it for granted, but no two things are same, but everything is useful. Bhagavan did not create anything which is not useful. It may not be useful to you. Those who don't have the hair know how useful is the hair. Isn't that true? Only when they go in a cold season, I need a cap. If the hair was there, there's no problem. No, correct.
Very correct.
So everything has a reason why it is. Do you know why this is there? Many people don't even know why this is there. Do you know why this is there? This projection. I'm just giving an example. Why? It's a protection from water. It will otherwise get straight into your ears. And the sound is possible only in this structure. Only in this structure sound will come inside your ears. Otherwise it won't. It will just not. This is the one which is reflecting the sound inside your ears. It goes in. Everything, if you look at it, how beautiful is the creation. Everything is so beautifully designed for a purpose. So anyway, so we have to be ever grateful to what the Lord has provided to us. And especially as a human. That mind which has become placid, quiet, undemanding, tranquil, joyful, happy, that mind is called Prasanna-aatmane. One whose self has become quiet, contented, satisfied. So a Mahatma is one who demands nothing from anybody. He only gives his time, his efforts, his thoughts, his joy, his devotion, his work. Constantly he gets into that. And we have seen in Gurudev's case, he never stopped. As years went by, he became more and more busy. He always told us, never take a food if you have not worked. To us. Every day, remember that every day is a blessing to you and you must reciprocate it with your gratitude to the Lord. So as in years went by, he became more busy than previously. Constantly engaging in work. Either writing or speaking or traveling or doing something or other. No time to waste. No retirement. I am tired. He said, if you rest, you rust. And a rusty thing nobody wants, isn't it? Even a small iron rod, if you keep it there, not using for a long time, it will rust. And then what will you use it for? After some time, you throw it away. In the same way, if you are not engaging in the world in the service of the other, you rust. He never allowed that. So, therefore, an individual who has thus found the highest joy of the self within himself is called Prasanna-aatmane. And with that joy alone, he or she works in this world. Therefore, there is no more dependence for joy from the world. And nobody can drain him of the joy also. His supply is eternal. He constantly gets it from the Lord. So, take it, take it, take it. I am not tired of giving. And no discrimination. Jalamegavat. Just like a rainy cloud does not say that only for you, not for that person. Does it say that? Jalamegavat, like that of the cloudy, rainy cloud, which will pour into everyone. It doesn't discriminate. In that way, a Mahatma who lives in this world with such a placid, quiet mind is an inspiration to all of us. And we have to emulate that quality in us. And let us let go of this idea that I am working for money, I am working for this person, and because I work for this person, he never said thanks to me and nothing. Therefore, so today also I was talking to small children. I said that each one of you, when you meet anyone for anything that somebody gives it to you, what you should say? Thanks. No. I said Ram Ram or Krishna Krishna. Oh, that person won't understand. Then in your mind you say Ram Ram, Krishna Krishna. Well, because Bhagavan only gives, Bhagavan only takes, Lord only gives to you. And you have to thank the Lord only. All the time one has to live with that life of gratitude. Then there is no complaint. ये नहीं मिला है तो ठीक है. I'll do best next time. Gratitude. This way what I got is what I deserve now. Anything more, I will work hard. So this way only we will be devoid of stress and strain of life. Always all the time stress on me. ये नहीं मिला, वो नहीं मिला, ये है, वो है. And endlessly we complain. And who likes to have a company of a person who is complaining? Do you like? When the moment you open the uska Ramayana shuru. Open the mouth, you will start complaining. Our Swami Advaitananda said, "Ki Ramayana ke baad, is it wrong or something? Why would you say Ramayana shuru ho gaya? Is Ramayana something wrong? Ramayana means in a story, in a big story you will start. At least from your side, do not tell any complaints to anybody. Only if at all you want to complain, go to Bhagavan. I have a complaint. Complain to him directly, not to anybody else. Thus, people should have your company joyfully. They should not run away from you. Oh, he is coming. Let me go this way. That means such a person is really pain in the neck. PIN it's called. One lady went to a doctor and she had a pain in the neck. So she got it removed or whatever. What do you call? Physiotherapy, right?
Physical.
Huh?
Physical therapy.
Physical therapy. Chiropractic. Okay. So he got it done, and after some time, and she didn't come. So the doctor was wondering probably she got cured. And one day the doctor met her in another shopping place. Hey, how is your pain in the neck? Oh, that is at home. Anyway, just a joke. Okay. So a person of such a quiet, peaceful mind has nothing to complain because he has been always grateful to the Lord. And such a mind alone is capable of sitting quietly in meditation. Because when you sit for meditation only you realize how your mind will behave. Until now you are busy, so you don't know. We are doing this and doing that and calling that person, going to the web and then this and that. All day we are so busy and go to sleep. And they get up again and then start everything again. So our mind has been doing things which never is quiet. Only quiet time is sleep. Again get up and do things. When you sit quietly and see without doing anything, you realize, oh my mind is a Rakshasa. Quietly when you watch the mind, you will know how powerful it is and how demonic. It will not allow you even to sit there. When you sit there, do you think that you have to finish that work before sitting there? No, I'll do later. How about coffee? I'll have coffee later, not now. Are you not tired? I'm not tired. Okay. I think some music will be better. No music. How about a cushion? Endless demands. I think the series is coming. You are missing it. I don't want to see the series. But you should know about what happened to the hero. Go and record it and come. Put the record and come. No, I don't want to see that anymore. How about news? Alexa. You have Alexa? Now there is one more application called Mastermind. Nobody knows about it? I know it, that's why I'm telling you. Anyway, I'm not here to tell you about that. So this way, our mind, its nature will be known only when you try to make it quiet. Not by any external means. Don't take a pill to do that. Or blah, blah, blah. Don't do that. By itself, when you try to quieten the mind, then you know how powerful and how demonic it is. It is like making your teenager sit down quietly doing nothing. Try. So, Mom, you're torturing me. Sit down. 5 minutes doing nothing. What should I do? Do nothing. And then now just 5 minutes sit down. Equal to that of the teenager, the mind will not listen to you. It's your mind, not anybody else's. So a person who has gained the control over oneself is one at will he can keep the mind quiet. Not with any external substances, with not even controlling it. Naturally, spontaneously, effortlessly. And such a mind which has become effortlessly quiet alone is capable of expressing the true bliss of the self, of the Brahman. Brahma Bhuta Prasanna-aatmane, na shochati, na kamshati. And he also realized that this one which I have discovered as my own self is same in all. Samas sarveshu bhuteshu. It's not that I own it. It's as much as I cannot say I own the sun. Can you? The sun, you know. Do you say that? Can you own the sun? Is it possible? Two people are walking, and it was a late night, and it was a new moon day. Obviously, there was no moonlight, so they were walking. So then it's so dark, So there was another person who was walking by. Is it a new moon day today? So that person said, I am new to this place. Whether you are in New York or New Delhi, the new moon is a new moon only. So nobody can own the phenomenal world. Mountains and the wind and the water and the fire and the moon and the sun and the stars, who owns it? Nobody owns it. But at the same time we enjoy it, is it not? The sunlight we enjoy without owning. The moonlight we are enjoying without owning. The stars and the beauty of the weather we enjoy without owning it. The moment we own, there is some kind of a kind of conditioning start taking place. Only me, not anybody else. Consider the entire world is nothing but only one owner is there, Bhagavan. And what he gives is the most beautiful. In fact, what we need, Bhagavan gives it free. Sunlight is free. Water is free, unless you want to have a bottled water. Otherwise, bottle is free. Water is free. Air is free. And if you have put some vegetables in your garden, and the vegetable that is free. Is it not true? Yes or no?
Yes.
And the clothes actually you don't need, for others' sake you wear. Everything that is needed is given by the Lord. But when we want more than that, then we have to pay for it. Pay to him. Pay to him. You have to pay because we need more than that. But basic things are always provided to us. Because of our greediness, our demanding more and more, the mind is agitated, disturbed all the time. If only we go back to the basics. If our requirements are bare minimum, our mind will become at once quiet. Why do you think the child which is seeking minimum from the world is happy? You see a 2-year-old or 1-year-old child just jumping around, what does it need? You tell me. Why is it happy? You ask the child, wait 1 minute. Why are you happy? Ask the child. You laugh at you and go. Because it only shows you can't do this. That's what it's laughing. मैं तो इतना खुश हूँ, देखो. All the time as though you're taken half a liter of castor oil. And happy all the time. The child expects nothing. from the world. That's why it's happy. The more we expect from the world, more unhappy we become. And even when we meet another person, this person is supposed to give me this and he didn't give me, useless. Another one, that one also is the same. If more people you demand from, less and less you will be comfortable with those people. मैं ईश्वर का दास हूँ, मुझे कुछ नहीं चाहिए. I am not a servant of anyone. न परेशान कदाचन. I am only the Lord's servant. And so anyone who might do anything, it is to him. Therefore, I don't even expect a thanks from you. If you give, grateful. Thank you. Ram Ram. But I don't expect. That, when you live in that kind of simplicity and total gratitude and total surrender to the Lord, we also can emulate ourselves the quality of prasannata, pleasantness, and total expression of bliss of the Lord. So few of us had the great opportunity to be in the presence of Pujya Gurudev, who had expressed such virtues. When we were closely observing him, I personally have never seen him not laughing. All the time giggling and joyfully going about, and it was contagious. The moment he will come and say Krishna, 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 laugh. It's not a laughing club or anything. Nowadays they have this laughing yoga. Such an artificial thing. Ha, 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 ha. It never comes from the heart or it's only here. In this area making sound, that's all. It's not a joy that is coming from fulfillment, contentment, happiness. It's just making a noise, that's all. And happiness does not mean you have to laugh all the time. Huh? You mean all the time who are laughing are all happy people? Not at all. Many of them have committed suicide. All the comedy actors. Why? If they are really happy, why should they commit suicide? They are just showing off on the drama stage, but really not. So true happiness does not mean laughing. But laughter can be out of happiness. But true happiness is contentment. The mind which is quiet, not seeking anything from the world. See, unless you have at least a temporary contentment in every day, you will never go to sleep. Think about it. Abhi kuch nahi chahiye. Abhi kuch nahi chahiye. Now I don't want anything. Let me go to sleep. How about jalebi? No, not now. How about music tomorrow? Isn't that true? They are showing some movie in this. No, not now. I'm sleeping. So unless you have a temporary contentment, temporary satisfaction, you will never go to sleep. Isn't that true? If you only can extend that, I just don't need anything. Your mind will be naturally in that condition. Not that you will be sleeping all the time. What I mean is, your mind will behave as though you are sleeping and the intellect is sharp. That's what Gurudev called it as yukta. A yogi should be like that. Mind quiet, intellect alert. So that is how he was. His mind was, you can feel it. We go next to him, you will feel it. The quietude of the mind and the sharpness of the intellect. Both. Nothing will go unnoticed in his mind, in his vision. He will notice everything, and whenever he wants to make a comment, he will do, otherwise he will be quiet. So that is how we have found him to be most of the time, till the last part of his life, alert. So it was so appropriate, the name that was given to him, Prasanna-aatmane. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkha bhat bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.